Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Small Business Saturday. Specifically, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can prepare your business to benefit from the traffic and the interest and the trending conversations that take place during Small Business Saturday. Today, I want to share with you just some things that you can put into place. I have 4 tips that I want to share with you using Constant Contact about how you can leverage technology and leverage this opportunity for your business. So if you aren't already on Constant Contact, you can get a free trial. I am a verified partner with Constant Contact. I use it for my business. I use it for my clients, and I'm constantly showing them and helping them use that technology in their business. If you are someone out there who does not have Constant Contact right now, just go to wemergemedia.com/constant contact. Sign up. I'll know if you signed up and give it a try. It's a free trial. You can fool around with it, test out the AI, check out some of the tools. So I'm going to go ahead and get my slides ready that I'm going to share with you today, and we're going to dive right into this conversation. The first thing I want you to do before we get into these 4 different things I'm going to share with you, I want you to just take a moment to evaluate and assess what you already have and what you're already doing. Have your marketing efforts been consistent? I, for one, can say that I know this past couple of months I've been in the weeds, going through stuff, working on projects behind the scenes, and not really on social media. So I know my activity on my social media has taken a dip. But that does not mean that you cannot bring some of that activity back up. And we're going to talk about some strategic ways to do that with the right audience. Ask yourself, are any of the marketing channels that you're using more effective than others? So if you know that you are generating more buzz and more activity on Facebook or Instagram or the new threads, start taking a look at some of your data and see, where are people responding to me the most? Where am I making those connections? Where are people asking me questions? What questions are people asking? Really take some time to assess what you're already doing so that you can take these tips that I give you and focus them in the right area on the right things. Last, I want you to just take a moment to say, do I need any additional marketing tools to achieve my sales goal before this year is over? We're going to be specifically talking about Constant Contact as one of those marketing tools because it can do quite a bit. And I don't think many people realize that. You probably just think it's just an email marketing tool, but it's so much more than that. AI is built in there. You can send text messages through there. You can host virtual and in-person events in there, especially now since Eventbrite charges you for events if it's more than 25 people. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do inside of your Constant Contact account that you probably didn't realize. And again, you can get that free trial at wemergemedia.com/constant contact. So by doing these things before we get into the 4 steps, it's going to give you a chance to figure out where are you strong, where are you weak, and really where should you dedicate your time and your energy with these tips that I'm about to share with you. So the first thing that I want to talk about is just connecting your tech. I see this quite often where clients are taking payment through one place. You might have an e-commerce store which is connected to a totally different platform. And then you have your social media where there's transactions taking place and people are sending you messages. You might have some landing pages out there. You have your website where people are filling out contact forms. You might have a course in another place on a different platform. So all these different things are out there working independently, not working collaboratively if you have not connected your tech. So the first thing you want to do before you dive into these strategies is connect your tech. What do I mean by that? What I mean is use the technology that is out there to get these things talking to each other. Most software programs these days can be connected if you have the right tools and if you know where to look. There's a tool out there called Zapier, Zapier, which has plugins that allow you to connect all these different websites. So if you're taking payments through Stripe and through PayPal, but you have your email list on Constant Contact and your website is over here, you can use some connectors, make a few connections behind the scenes, and then have all that data flowing into the same place. Our goal is to have all your customer data flowing to one common place so that when you have something that you need to announce, whether it be an event, a promotional offer, a change in your business that you want to share, You don't have to go to 5 different platforms to send this information out. You can go into your Constant Contact account. All your contacts are there, and at a push of a button with a few clicks, all that data can go out to the same people. So take a moment to connect your text so that the effort that you put into putting your message out there and delivering to your audience goes to everyone at one time without you pulling your hair out and trying to figure out how do I get my payment customers over here, like connect the tech people. Step number one. So that's going to be the first step. The next thing is, who in the world are you talking to or trying to talk to? Where are they? Who are they? What do you need to be saying to them? I want to spend a little time on this before I go to tip number two, because oftentimes I see so many people putting tons of time and energy into the social media space, and probably a good 80% of their marketing and activity time might go there. I'm gonna say even 90% of their time and energy is focused on these social media platforms, but only maybe 10%, if any, is dedicated to communicating with the people that you already have a relationship with. Who are the people who have bought something from you in the past? Who are the people who are most engaged with your emails? Open them, click your links, read them, reply to them. These people you don't have to go and find. You don't have to depend on the algorithm to make your stuff visible to them. So I want you to think about who the people are that you're going to talk to. And these examples and these tips, I'm specifically talking about leveraging Constant Contact. Because if you connect your tech, and if you are putting things in place so that all these people from all these different places are flowing into one, you have an opportunity to really build an audience of people who are most engaged. What do I mean by most engaged? In the Constant Contact system, and I just tested this recently just to see, typically when I send an email out to like my whole entire email list, I'll usually see anywhere from like a 20 to 30% open rate. Open rate meaning how many people at least took the minimum step of opening the email. I don't say that they clicked anything yet. I don't know that they shared anything yet. Just how many people out of my total database has opened it. 20% is like a national average. I typically see about 20 to 30%. Now, the other day, Constant Contact allows you to do segments. They actually have some pre-programmed segments for your most engaged people, your somewhat engaged people, and then your least engaged people. So I sent an email out the other day to my most engaged people, and guess what my open rate was? You want to connect with the most engaged people. And if you want to know like who's mostly engaged, who are the people who actually open my emails, share my emails, click my links, are interested in what it is I'm talking about, you have to have data. Constant Contact generates and collects that data, and it makes it easy for you to review it so that you can figure it out. So you want to make sure that you have your most engaged people in a place that you can conveniently communicate with them at a push of a button, not that you have to wait on some algorithm that you have no clue what it's looking for and how it works to show your stuff to the people that you want to talk to. It's ridiculous. So use your email list and use this technology to really talk to the people who care the most about what it is you have to do. If you deliver the right message to the right audience at the right time, you're going to see some results. So when I sent out to my most engaged list, I had 87% open rate. So it 4 times what it mostly is when I'm sending to the mass list, 87% of the people. So what does that tell you? If you communicate the right thing to the right people at the right time, and the people who are really interested in what it is you have to offer, you're going to see a higher level of engagement. All right. So thank y'all for playing that game with me and sharing those your thoughts with me. 87%. So what's nice about the segmented audiences in Constant Contact, because I have everything flowing there to that place, it's monitoring it. I don't have to do anything. And the segments are already built. So the program is always monitoring, okay, who are the people who use it the most? Who are the people who don't open often? There's a way that I can go inside of there and say, hey, send this next email out to the people who are least engaged. Because sometimes you want to kick some people out the room. If they're not interested in what it is you're talking about, maybe they signed up and it's no longer relevant to them, like clean the list and get it out of there so you can spend your time and your energy on the right people. Okay. let's move on to step number three, and that's going to be growing your list through social media. Now, most social media platforms have somewhere where you can place links. Facebook, you can put them in your comments, you can put it in your bio. There's a lot of places on Facebook you can put links. Instagram, you have your link in bio. You'll see that quite often. Some people use Linktree so that you can have multiple links. One thing that I don't see enough people doing is really giving people an opportunity to sign up on their email list through those social media links. Constant Contact can be connected to like your Facebook page. There can be a button in there that tells people to subscribe or join my email list, and they can join it right from Facebook. I oftentimes on my social media, my link tree or beacons, depending on what you're using for your link in bio, have something there, some type of giveaway, some type of download, some reason that the people that I want to connect with would want to get on my email list to use something of value. So using your social media platforms to connect to your lead generating pages. Facebook has something called lead generating ads or lead ads. Those are cool because you can actually run an ad that offer something to people. They can put their email in there, and from Facebook in that ad, they can automatically be put onto that database in Constant Contact. So these are all the cool tech things that are built in that make it so much more than just email marketing. I know everybody is used to thinking of it about email marketing, but it's just so much more than that. YouTube, yes, YouTube. I always have inside number one, YouTube gives you a section where you can put your bio. They have a place where you can put links. And I think they recently just made that more prominent so that you can put your top links there. When you're doing your video descriptions, that's another good way to be able to get people on your list. Put something in your email list to get people to subscribe for your email list in the description of your videos. Believe it or not, people go to that section and read or look for whatever it is you're talking about. So that's another good way to get people from YouTube and these other platforms onto your list. Use that. It's there. Last but not least, tip number 4, I want to talk about maximizing productivity and executing on actionable things. I actually have, I think, about 7 actionable things that I want to talk to you about. We want things that are going to be focus areas for you and your business that are going to produce some results, even if those results are going to be data. Don't undervalue data and think that data is not as important as sales and likes and loves and share. Data lets you know what's working and what's not working. And if you're not using the right tools, then you are missing out on the opportunity to collect that. Why do you think all these social media platforms let us use their platforms for free? What do they want? You're not paying for them. You might run ads, but most people on there are using it for free and they're doing it because they want the data. They want to know people's behaviors, people's likes, people's interests. They're using that to sell advertising for themselves. So you want to make sure that you're positioning yourself similarly to be able to collect information that's going to help you figure out, what do the people I want to come talk to need, want from me, and you can make better decisions in your business. So let's go through these ways that you can maximize your productivity, starting with number 1, which is going to be using artificial intelligence, AI, to generate ideas and to get over writer's block. So many times I hear people say, I don't post on social media because I don't know what to write. I have an email marketing account, but I'm not quite sure how I want to say what I want to say. Constant Contact actually just added, probably about over the summertime, an email generator, AI generator. That's what I want to say. They actually have in there AI generators in beta mode, but I believe it's available to everybody where you can say, it'll say, what do you want to send? I want to send an announcement. What is it about? This announcement is about a webinar that I'm going to be hosting next month to teach people how to use Constant Contact. Hit generate. It pulls images. It pulls subject lines. It pulled the context for the email. If I didn't like the text in the email, it said regenerate and it will generate it again. So the Chat GPT, the Bard, all these systems that are out there, you can go use them directly. But what's happening is that these softwares, platforms and companies are integrating with those companies behind the scenes. So you don't really have to if you don't want to. They are integrating them into these tools. So use AI where you can, when you can. If it means like I can't create or I can't distribute this thing because I don't know what to say, use AI. If you good, you know what you want to say, you know what you want to put out there, and do your thing and use it. But it's there and it's built right into the platform. Let's go to number two. Okay, number two is going to be creating a master email template. Now, let me tell you about this. Creating a master email template is super simple. Let me tell you a couple of reasons why it's super simple. One, Constant Contact, when you sign up, has excellent customer service. They will call you when you sign up for the free trial and figure out how they can help you. And they're actually willing to create the templates for you. Okay. You can also upload your logo and use the generator to create templates. But what's nice about creating a master template is you create it once with those core elements that you always are going to have. So you're always going to have your logo. You might always want to have your follow me on social media thing, an image section, maybe a couple content areas. And what's nice about once you set that up and you use it once, let's say you're doing like a weekly emails newsletter, and every week you know you're going to be sending out content using that same format. Hit duplicate. Everything's regenerated. Change your text, change your pictures, and go about your life. You can even schedule them. So you might want to say, hey, I know on Sunday I have from like 3 hours available, and I just want to do my email blast for the month in this block of time. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. 4 weeks of templates already done because you have that master template, and now you just have to swap out the content. Tips, people, productivity. Okay. Number three, repurposing content. This is one of my favorites. Using the same piece of content in multiple ways. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually have a video on there about, I think it's 14 or 15 ways that you can flip a video. I usually recommend video because it's audio, video, visual, like you can pull so many elements from it. But repurposing your content, what do I mean? This video that I'm doing right now will be recorded and will be available for me to send out in an email blast. I could take this video, send it over to my Shorts video editor, and say, hey, go through. At the end of the video, I have 8 different tips that I'm sharing with people. Clip them up and make 8 reels. Okay. Repurposing content is the way to go. You need to figure out what's going to work for you. Number 4, I just talked about blocking time, making sure that you block time to actually create or put the information together so that whoever's going to create it for you can do so. Having a set time that you're going to block is going to make your life so much easier. It's going to be so much easier to use that along with the template so that you don't feel like you have to start over and recreate things every single time. Okay. Implementing integrations. This was the connect the tech, making sure you connect the tech and use the stuff out there that's going to streamline. Within your Constant Contact account, you can connect it to your LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can actually, those same emails that you're designing in there, post them as links on those social media platforms right through Constant Contact. Okay, that's repurposing. Number 6 is making sure that you review reporting. We talked about data. Central Barbie said data. Yes, I know you know the value of reviewing that data, because that data tells you everything you need to know about what's working and what's not working. So making sure that you take time to do that. Number 7 is going to be automating redundant tasks. A lot of the stuff that these AI tools are meant to do is really to kind of take some of those things that are redundant for us and put them in automatic cycles. So there's all these different ways that you can automate. If somebody joins your email list, they can automatically receive a thank you or a welcome to our email list. They can automatically receive a follow-up email that invites them to connect with you on social media. They can automatically be invited to your groups or getting a coupon or something to one of your special offers. All that stuff can happen automatically if you block your time and you implement the integrations and you create your master templates and you use AI. Like, you can put all this stuff on autopilot, and all you have to do is check the data and go from there. Last but not least, scheduling your emails, social posts, and texts. Like I mentioned, you can schedule your emails, but you can also schedule social media posts. So if you want an all-in-one tool that's going to let you manage multiple platforms, that's built right inside of Constant Contact. So these are things that you can start preparing and doing right now so that when November 25th comes, you already have all your tech connected. So all your data points of where people's information, email, name can be consolidated into one place. And you can use these next few weeks to start warming your audience up for whatever it is that you're going to be offering over that time. If you do not have Constant Contact again, you can definitely get a free trial of it. I'll be able to see anybody who signs up for it, so you'll see that there. But just go to wemergemedia.com/constant contact and sign up for the trial if you want to use some of these features that I have there. I believe it's free up into, unless you're trying to do some really advanced stuff or if you exceed so many contacts. But it's totally worth it. Like in my business, I only have a couple of tools that I'm paying for every month. If you're going to spend money in your business to run your business, the least you need to be paying for is something to manage the data, automate your marketing tasks for you, give you the ability at a push of a button to send out information to your prospects and to your customers. Constant Contact, I believe, from most people that I'm working with, they're about $30 a month until they start growing, and then maybe it's like $70 a month. But totally worth it to have all that automation and all these data analyzing tools built into the program and the platform for you. So there you have my tips on how to use Constant Contact to make your small business Saturday a success. It's going to be on Saturday, November 25th. If you have questions and something that I said in here sounds good, but you're not quite sure, like, okay, how do I take what you said and put that into play? Just let me know. Comment on this video and let me know. DM me if you're watching this video. We're most likely connected somewhere already, and we'll be more than happy to get you the help that you need. All right.